to blame. You are never to blame. You may feel shame, but all the same, you are never to blame. If someone says, why did you let him do it? If someone says you should have run away, if someone makes you promise that you'll never say a word, in spite of that, believe me when I say that you are never to blame. You are never to blame. You may feel shame, but all the same, you are never to blame. And if you think it's your fault that it happened, and even if it felt good when it did, no matter how upset the people all around you are, remember you are just a little kid, and you are never to blame. You are never to blame. You may feel shame, but all the same, you are never to blame. You are never to blame.
I love it so much, boy. I finna eat boxes of 10. Listen to me, sriracha all over. That's how I be. Squad up with me, we just go eat. Ramen all day, we don't play, we just play. We see fees, we say hey. Eating the burner fire right now. Man, it's hot up in my mouth. You can find me eating ramen up on my couch. Every time I stop a bro, I say wow. Me and my group, we roll out. We buy boxes, man, we go all out. We ballin' in sriracha and eggs. Them super couple noodles, they fake. Cause ain't nobody wanting that taste. Y'all putting peas in the cup, nah thanks. Y'all putting corn in the cup, y'all think. Y'all getting me riled up, blah, blah. They call me dope boy, cause I roll boy.
Victor Rand
And my rules
said,
ruined.
"Holy, I almost spit my drink out when I saw the screen."
Picking up the ramen, that's a pro choice. That's real noise.
Ain't nobody, ain't nobody giving me top rank. Ain't nobody gonna give me top rank unless it has sriracha sauce, sriracha sauce. For real, ain't nobody, ain't nobody giving me top rank. Ain't nobody gonna give me
Victor
top
Rand
rank.
said,
Unless it
and I
has
held.
sriracha sauce, sriracha sauce.
Hello Bonik, Eric Foams, Victor Rand and Mulai Kite.
Bubonic for you said, "Yeah, you did at Victor Rand. You just as guilty as the rest of us."
Boil it up, get it hot, ramen noodle, put it in, stir it up, cool down, get that sauce, spice it up, sriracha sauce, sriracha sauce.
Try to fertilize the way you move your hips, girl, make me hypnotized. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize, 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 the way you move your hips, girl, make me hypnotized.
It was early morning, about 9 o'clock. Had a freak last night, made her body rock. Feeling kinda groggy, stomach tossing, turning. She said, was that your belly, or were those birds chirping? I said that I was hungry. She said, baby, me too. Why don't we go out and get us some breakfast, boo? We ain't gotta leave to get no breakfast food, 'cause I'm a lady tamer and a chef too. So I began to cook, could tell I had her shook. She wasn't ready for the recipe in Hummer's book.
How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. The way you move your hips, girl, make me hypnotized. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. 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 The way you move your hips, girl, make me hypnotized.
She said, I love the eggs. What did you do to them? The way the smell and taste really got a girl drooling. I knew that you would like it. Why you so surprised? How you like your eggs? Fry to fertilize. Fry to fertilize. Baby, I'm confused. Don't be offended. You got it misconstrued. When I say fried, I'm talking breakfast eggs. But when I fertilize, those the eggs between the legs. She began to blush. I heard a coochie
Privileged
whistle.
white male GC rep said, whoa,
How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. The way you move your
Whoa,
hips,
Amalia
girl,
70.
make me hypnotized. How you like your eggs? Try to fertilize. 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 The way you
Whoa,
move your
70.
hips, girl, make me hypnotized.
I ain't playing, girl. Don't think you realize how you like your eggs. Fry to fertilize. I ain't playing, girl. Don't think you realize how you like your eggs. Fry to fertilize. I ain't playing, girl. Don't think you realize how you like your eggs. Fry to fertilize. I ain't playing, girl. Don't think you realize how you like your eggs. Fry to fertilize.
Bubonic for you. Said. Woa 70.
I'm still parked out by the lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe. And I'm sitting
Eric Valls
just parked out
said,
by the lake.
The pain of 100,000 slaves.
If you're wondering where I park, I'm
Victor
out
Rand
parked by the lake.
said,
It's
Today's
the
been a good
lake
day.
that's 80
I might be able to
miles
fix
from
the AC in my
Santa
car this week. Privileged white male GC rep said, That new avatar Bubonic has tells a story LOL.
It's the lake that's parked where I'm at, out by the lake. And this lake is where
Welcome to the stream, PW.
80 miles from Santa Fe, and I'm still parked out here by this lake. 80 miles from Santa Fe. Do you remember that old lake, the one by Santa Fe? That's where I'm at, I'm sitting out here parked. And I'm parked here by the lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe, and it's a lake that you remember where I parked. And I'm parked out by the lake, 80 miles from
Bubonic for you. Sid. Yeah, it does, dub. That thumbnail is my desktop background.
And this lake is where I'm parked, 80 miles from Santa Fe, and I'm still parked out here by this lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe. And
Parked out by the lake, 80 miles from Santa Fe.
on the moon, but right now I'm parked, and you know that lake out by Santa Fe, that's where I'm at. I'm parked, waiting for you. And you know that I'm parked out by the lake. You remember that lake out by Santa Fe, and I'm gonna sit here parked out by this lake, out by this lake, by the lake at Santa Fe. I'm sitting out here parked. It's where I told you how I felt, by the lake at Santa Fe.
Cooler full of cold ones, rusted out Chevy, steaks over charcoal, game on the TV. I ain't got a swimsuit, sure as hell gonna jump in. Another shot of Cuervo, turn up on the weekend. Turn up on the weekend. Turn up on the weekend. Cold beer, fresh gear, all in the bed of my truck. Ride home down to living with a real nice haul, 'cause you know my boys can hunt. Wash off, get high, put on my new Levi's. Walk in the bar, feel like rock stars, we got all the ladies' eyes. Tell the DJ, put on a fast one. Top 40, find a show to get my groove on. 3 shots got me looking for a thick one. Kinda girl drinks Jack all night long. Cooler full of cold ones, rusted out Chevy, steaks over charcoal, game on the TV. I ain't got a swimsuit, sure as hell gon' jump in. Take another shot of Cuervo, turn up on the weekend. 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 Turn up on the... Back at the crib, fresh bib, big old rack of ribs. Meat fall off the bone, smoke a little homegrown. Yeah, I got the whole party lit. Now Kenny mixing up margaritas. Play pong with some pretty senoritas. Booze, bloods, bad bitches, and my best buds. Friday night, put your motherfucking drink
drinks up. It's Friday night, baby, put your fucking drinks up. Turn up on the weekend. Turn up on the weekend. Turn up on the weekend. Turn up on the. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up.
Playing around, Jenny. Get in the fucking house now, bitch. Better count your fucking days, mom. Fuck you all, bitch.
Major
I just got some new boots and
Eric
a new
Valms
tractor.
said,
Got it on my tractor.
turnips on the weekend.
Ran right past her. Fucked her in the pasture. Yep, on my tractor. Finna marry my sister, cause she's fucking hot, bro. I just got some new boots. Finna hop on my tractor. I hopped on my tractor. I rode straight past her. Fucked her in the pasture. Yep, on my tractor. Fucked her in the pasture. Yep.
Privileged
on my
white male
tractor.
GC rep
Take a look at my
said,
boots, diamond
damn,
back
all of a
snakes.
sudden my new video just rocketed 20 views. That's
That
new
shit
to me.
makes my head spin. My wife has a flat ass, but she has some big tits. Try to fuck my wife, don't you fucking risk it. 12 gauge buckshot.
What video is that?
Get your dreadlocks. My wife wants to fuck me, cause I have a fat cock. And I got a shotgun, a rifle, and a 4-wheel drive. I'm eating some deer meat, country boys can survive. I just got some new boots and a new tractor. Got it on my tractor, ran right past her. Fucked her in the pasture, yep, on my tractor. Finna marry my sister, cause she's fucking hot, bro. I just got some new boots, finna hop on my tractor. I hopped on my tractor, I rode straight past her. Fucked her in the pasture, yep, on my tractor. Fucked her in the pasture, yep, on my tractor.
Sitting on my porch swing, waiting on that sunset to hear them coyotes sing. But in the meantime, it's the same routine. Sweet tea in my beat up jeans. Charlie Minus on the 6-string, picking a tune. Tracy Stone's doing his thing, skinning a coon. laid out by my feet. And everybody's head starts bobbing to the beat. Cars drive by looking at us kinda funny. Just some old poor chonkies ain't got no money.
Bubonic for you. Said, nice thing about being small is being able to appreciate shit like that. Privileged white male GC rep. Said, check this out. Midget spits a story about getting an STD https://udo.be/7u2k_WGTL5G. Privileged white male GC rep. Said, yeah. Privileged white male GC rep. Said, got 280 views on my Nia Long video. I expected 20.
Hanging out, I ain't gotta do a damn thing but sit right here all day on my porch swing. Drink a few, take a chew, kick it with my homies. Might get drunk and start acting like a donkey. Moccasins creep, feet bare like my pockets. Connor's on the porch and he's shooting bottle rockets. CB3's humming us a brand new song. He said, yeah, it won't be long until we wake up in the morning and we do it again. Yeah, we're front porch cooling, roof covered in tin. The sun is beating down on my couch.
I'm trying the link, but it's not bringing anything up.
Never flat. I'm looking for my rifle. I found my 45. I raised it in the air, shot it high in the sky. Nobody asked why, they just looked and grinned. Yeah, them old porch homies, man, they're at it again. I've been known to sit on my porch all day long. Porch honky in my swing, and I ain't worried about anything. Porch honky, all I need's a big old glass of cold sweet tea. Porch honky, doing fine, living life one day at a time. One day at a time.
Privileged white male GC rep. Said, damn. Discord. Eric Falms. Said, https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=KVGE2JXL. Privileged white male GC rep. Said, it's bad quality. Red Feather 1. Said,
I can't bring up anything but an error screen on all links. Fucking YouTube beta sucks.
Privileged white
Hello,
male
Red
GC
Feather.
rep. Said. Evening Red. Red Feather 1. Said. LMAO, I'm glad I inspired a comeback of Station Face with tears of joy. Red Feather 1. Said. Hi PWM.
I'm broken over here.
Privileged white male GC rep. Said. I don't even say hi anymore. Such neglect. I just walk in and start shitting.
This is the story about Simon Guy. I knew from the start he is really sly. Went in for a touch, tried to give me a kiss, till I told him to fuck off because I needed a piss.
Privileged white male GC rep.
Be my friend,
said.
Till I went to the toilet.
Here's my friend's link for YouTube rec. It should send fine that we know.
He had an STD,
Privileged white male GC rep.
But it was too late, cause it was all over me.
Add me as a friend on YouTube.
Not a rapper.
https://youtube.be/adme/webme/adme/wdk4s9ydrgok.dlgbx7g29delq. Privileged white male GC rep. Said. LOL.
Spring break, Cancun, Mexico.
Holy fuck, hold on.
Privileged white male GC rep. Said. Fuck. Red Feather 1. Said. LOLOMG. Earlier I was watching Blair White debate Jessica Yaniv, and Jai basically said that if he could get his balls waxed at a salon, the world would be better. Grinning face with smiling eyes.
Hold on tight to the string of your kite. Smile, smile that smile. Deep inside.
The fuck is this, Eric?
Feel the air. Blow your hair. You don't care. Life is just a carnival. This is a ride you get to take for free.
Victor Rand. Said. That was an interesting interview to say the least. Red Feather 1. Said. I haven't seen it all yet, I'm about 34 minutes in. Eric Falms. Said. Transgenders should be outlawed. Red Feather 1. Said. Also hi Victor. Privileged white male GC rep. Said. Yeah, I saw that. I made and uploaded a clip of when she tried to use the pre-recorded phone call as a cop-out to Blair's claim that Yaniv tries to rip apart any salon or spa she enters. Red Feather 1. Said. Eric, he claims he can menstruate. Eric Falms. Said. Just lie John. Red Feather 1 said. And hi Eric too. Eric Falms said. They all do. Victor Rand said. Hi Red, I did the picture with big station bending over deformed station. And provided the source for stations in a hot tub. Eric Falms said. Hey Red LOL. Bubonic for you said. Yeah, I ain't watching that gay ass tranny shit. Privileged white male GC rep said. I swear I typed he. Privileged white male GC rep said. Yaniv is a he. Red Feather 1 said. Haha, the station memes are funny. Victor Rand said. Cog stream sniped it, that's where I watched it. Eric Falms said. Kill, stay, shun. Eric Falms said. The song sounds like it's Elding. Eric Falms said. Melding. Red Feather 1 said. Mona Lisa and the comic are my faves.
Sounds like Pink Floyd.
Eric Falms said. I like deformed station. Eric Falms said. And hello station.
Hail Station.
Victor Rand said. Oh, finally the stream pops up in my sub list. Bubonic for you said. Hail Station. Red Feather 1 said. Is the Hail Station 1 going to be on the layout for Cringe Factory from now on? Grinning squinting face. Gulf City Umbreon said. Both Blair and Jessica are massive knickers, but at least Blair has some intelligence. Bubonic for you said. At Red Feather 1 I made the Mona Station and Hello Station, the Hello Station took the longest. Red Feather 1 said. Hi Bulletin. Eric Falms said. I sent Hail Station to a friend of mine, he's making me a shirt. Red Feather 1 said. Hi Umbreon. Victor Rand said. I think I'm going to send the Hail Station thing to TeePublic and have them make me shirt from it. Gulf City Umbreon said. Also, yeah, the radio just completely melding. Gulf City Umbreon said. Hey Red.
Welcome to the stream Gulf City Umbria.
Eric Falms said, NW, it sounds like Neutral Milk Hotel. Red Feather 1 said, yay, I have 87 subs now, LOL, thanks PWM. Red Feather 1 said, is this drunken Shirley Temple? Gulf City Umbreon said, Shirley Temple sounds like she took a few blows to the temple. Red Feather 1 said, stop calling me Shirley. Red Feather 1 said, either that or drunken little rascals. Eric Falms said, I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. Gulf City Umbreon said, is it just me, or does this sound like Pikachu or Jigglypuff trying to sing while on acid? Red Feather 1 said, too much vocabulary for Pikachu grinning face with sweat. Red Feather 1 said, I don't know what Jigglypuff is. Eric Falms said, sounds like a cat being boiled. Gulf City Umbreon said, I agree with this picture. Red Feather 1 said, haha the emoji names. Red Feather 1 said, beaming face with smiling eyes rolling on the floor laughing starstruck zany face winking face with tongue face with raised eyebrow. Eric Falms said, https://www.youtube.com/watch?v=xa2w6fm9pa. Red Feather 1 said, which fucking one is just the laughing face? Eric Falms said, they took the laughing face away because it encouraged bullying.
This song is only 3 minutes long.
Red Feather 1 said, grinning face with big eyes. Red Feather 1 said, WTF Eric? Really? Eric Falms said, no LOL. Eric Falms said, this song is not long enough. Red Feather 1 said, damn it I believe you upside down face. Eric Falms said, it sounded feasible.
Take a picture of the moon.
and my rooster loves me. I'm gonna cherish that chicken neath the green bay tree. My little rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. And I love my little hen, and my hen, she loves me. I'm gonna cherish my hen neath the green bay tree. My little hen goes cluck, cluck.
Eric Falms said, "The moon isn't real." Red Feather 1 said, "I don't know what song to submit. It would probably just get me in trouble anyway." Face with rolling eyes. Gulf City Umbrian said, "TAKEAPICTUREOFTHEMOON." Red Feather 1 said, "Is the moon a light bulb?"
Green bay tree, my little duck goes quack, quack. Little hen goes cluck, cluck. Little pig goes Little rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. And I love my little guinea, and my guinea loves me.
M-O-O-N, that spells cock-a-doodle-doo.
Little guinea goes potter-rack. Little duck goes quack, quack. Little pig goes Little hen goes cluck, cluck. Little rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. And I love
Eric
my
Falms
little dog, and my dog
said,
loves me.
"It's a giant nightlight."
My dog neath the green bay tree. My little dog goes bow wow. Little hen goes cluck, cluck. Little pig goes Little duck goes quack, quack. Little guinea potter-rack. But my rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo. And I love
Some time ago, the wire services and newspapers carried a story out of San Francisco describing the first satanic wedding ceremony ever performed. Pictures show the nude woman lying on the altar behind the guest, whom you see now, the Reverend Anton Szandor LaVey, who is the founder and high priest of the First Church of Satan. Anton Szandor LaVey uses as somewhat of a credo this timeless quote: "Remember, evil backwards spells lift." Somehow that never occurred to me.
It never occurred to me until one of my disciples brought it forth, and I imagine it's quite true for many of us.
How often do you have to shave your head to make it shiny like a devil?
I had to put Vaseline on it as well to keep it shiny. I shave it once a day, and I give it.
Was that the odor you're giving off now, Vaseline?
No,
that's
me. That's musk. That's
musk.
the goatee scent you smell.
For sure it's not frankincense and myrrh.
No.
Now, what is this ring you're wearing here? It looks like it's weighing your hand down.
Well, no, it's a magical ring.
It is?
I have little children rub it, make a wish, and it comes true.
Little children come near you?
Of course.
Little children, what kind of a wish did that ring ever make come true?
Well, I would say a great many wishes, but we won't go into them.
Now, you call yourself a satanic priest?
Yes.
Is that the opposite of God?
No, because Satan is a god too.
Well, what do you think? The dirty pope or what?
Oh, I guess you could call me that if you want to say the black pope or the dirty pope or the advocate of, for example, the kingdom of night or darkness. No one's ever come forth so far and spoken up for the devil. Everybody that's made rules and regulations concerning the devil or the devil's work, the devil's activities.
Gulf City Umbrian said, "This sounds like it could be the intro to a Slayer album."
They tell a story about you.
Oh, yes, of course.
What is the story that you'd like to tell us?
The story is that I think the devil's been the guy that's kept the church in business for many, many years. Without him and the concept of evil, where would the church be?
Where would Notre Dame be? They could play Southern Methodist.
That's right.
Opposition.
That's right. They have to have
You're
opposition.
supplying what, a loyal opposition?
Well, I'm supplying a much-needed opposition.
Gulf City Umbreon
You never use the word
said,
devils, of course. Devils are
minus the dialogue.
devil. It's taken from the word meaning God.
But this name, Anton Zandor LaVey, that's got to be a killer.
No, it's not. When I was a young boy, I was quite embarrassed about what the S stood for in my middle name. Because
Zandor, anybody with S-C-A-N-D-O-R, right?
Right.
Now, what does that name mean?
Well, it's a very common name in the Balkan countries of Europe, Romania, Hungary. It's just like George or Frank would be here.
Now, what country do you come from? Transylvania? Or
Well, not really. My family, part of my family is from Pennsylvania.
Is it necessary to kill you by driving a stake through your heart, or just a knock in the head?
I will never die.
You won't?
No, of course not. I made arrangements.
How do you like a frozen devil, right? Huh?
That's a good point. No, this is that's a great thing, I think, incidentally, this freezing. Because I think we all want to live forever. I think basically none of us want to die. We're like little children that are put to bed before we really want to go to bed. And if we hate sound like cold water, but in our hearts, none of us really want to die. We all know that death is something. You don't know how many people are going to come to your funeral. You don't know what your wives, your husbands are going to be doing afterwards. People don't want to die because they don't want to miss anything afterwards. They're afraid for what they're going to be missing.
So, are you saying that if you're going to make arrangements to have yourself frozen?
If it's at all possible. If it's not, I'll make other arrangements.
Of course, bring another arrangement.
Well,
Let's take the freezing first now. I can just picture this now. About 10 days after you're frozen, some minister's going to tiptoe over and turn off your electricity.
Or bring a blowtorch here.
Yeah. Well, a blowtorch would be make it ready. What are the other arrangements?
Well, there's another thing. You see, the concept of the devil is a multitude of interpretations. Now, one of the realms of hell, Tartarus, the lowest of all, is supposed to be a very frigid place, like a gigantic refrigerator. This is where Lucifer lives, and there's nothing hot at all about it. On the other hand, the lake of fire...
Make sure to watch The Cringe Factory tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel.
Yeah, call me anything you want, as long as it's not...
Were you ever a religious fellow?
I would say not particularly.
You're a young man.
I'm a religious fellow now, though.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Who ordained you a satanic priest?
I would say probably I received the call. Just as any fundamentalist. I fight it. This is, of course, the whole principle of my religion, is all of the
When you
concepts.
received the call, I mean, one day the devil said, go out, Anton Zandor LaVey, and give people hell. Huh? Is that what
That's about it. That's about it. Because people like to have a hell of a time, don't they?
Well, of course, there are all kinds of definitions of that.
Well, no.
Now, I don't, I mean, to marry two people without a license in front of a naked babe lying up on an altar, I don't know what that is.
Well, seriously, there are explanations for these things. And how I started was as a result of various reverse forms of therapy. I haven't been a satanic priest all my life, as you probably gathered.
You've probably been an inmate, partly.
Well, an inmate in possibly a pretty big institution.
Is that where you picked up that yo-yo that hangs around your
That's not
tongue?
a yo-yo. That's the equivalent of a crucifix.
Crucifix? You mean that's your version?
This is not my version. This has been around for a long, long time. It's just a magical symbol symbolizing the inversion or the opposition or the adversary of the concept that is normally supplied.
Are you going to hook up with any paganistic societies?
I don't know. I imagine paganism is just a euphemism for Satanism. People want to get out and run around the woods without any clothes and all this sort of thing. I don't feel this is necessary.
Well, you felt it was necessary to make a girl take her clothing off at that wedding?
The girl without clothing?
How did you talk her into that? She must be a nut.
Well, of course, no, she's not. In fact, I like to say that most of the people that are in my group are professional people.
Red Feather 1 said,
I heard that marriage is not even
Weird Al song https://udo.be/shn to cdd7sk.
To take this blood test, but they had spent $2 on this particular little piece of paper that said
The Cringe Factory said, what is your infatuation with Weird Al?
Requested of me as a religious ceremony.
You don't have the authority under law to perform a marriage.
Any minister has the authority under law, under the laws of the
But you ordained yourself.
Well, where would I go to a theological seminary that would teach Satanism?
We'll be back with the man from down under, and I don't mean Australia. After these words, stand by.
Red Feather 1
I'm giving a blessing to you.
said, I like Weird Al.
That was a curse. Would you like me to show them how the sign of the curse works?
Sign completely different. How's it go?
No, not at you people out there in the audience, but this is the difference.
Aim it toward Red Sharon.
This is the sign of the horns. A curse sign, two fingers extended. This way spread apart for sort of shotgun blast.
I always figured if I ever met the devil, had 30 fingers.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. 30 fingers.
Well, that's because I've been fooling around for equipment.
Never mind, don't blame it on the squeak. Go on with it.
All right.
So that's the sign of the horn, and then what happened? Is that it?
Well, the other ones do.
Yeah, what are the other ones?
The other ones, one's the pox sign, that's 3 fingers extended.
Pox on you?
The pox on you.
Eric Falms said,
well,
https://www.youtube.com/watch?2xk5lnhertzrqw. Red Feather 1 said, my dad and uncle listened to him when I was a little kid. Eric Falms said, Weird Al rules. Gulf City Umbreon said, one that hates Weird Al hates life.
No, he sleeps with me every night in bed.
How much does he weigh?
500 pounds.
Has he been defanged, declawed?
No.
Have you?
He's got full power. No, not yet.
Are you at all afraid that someday after you go through this big tour, with your little red yo-yo and your big fat ring and your shiny bald head, that when they do pack you away,
Well, now, wait a
there's any justice in it, you've got to really get it.
Justice?
You've got to really get it, baby.
Isn't justice sort of a lie most of the time? Isn't the law
Well,
just
maybe,
tricks, really?
see, we're dealing with men, and men make mistakes, but somebody made all of us.
So they made the laws, too.
Somebody made this world, and someday, if he could get his hands on a cat like you could be like horrible example number 1.
You mean like...
Do you ever think about it?
You mean like JC?
Yes. What happens if somebody holds a crucifix up? You know,
I don't do this, shrink back and hold my cape up. No, it doesn't bother me because I don't have to grind in Christianity. I feel that if Christians are good Christians, they want to be Christians, fine. It's working for them. Same with any other religion. The only thing that I would preach would be that people that aren't successfully enjoying their lives as much as they should might sort of flip the coin over and see what's on the other side.
You want people to just go full bore, full tilt into sin?
No, not full bore, full tilt, because if they do...
What now? Come on. It says right here. Let me see if I can find this part here where they couldn't wait to go out and commit the 7 deadly sins. I don't see it, but I remember reading it.
Isn't that what people get married for, usually?
They commit the 7 deadly
It
sins.
gives them a piece of paper that says it's all right.
Especially the 7 deadly sins?
Sure. Think about it really well. I'll clear you. What are they? Do you know what the 7 deadly sins are? Well, there's sloth, pride, that's right. The girl gets married because then she can go around to all her friends and say, well, I landed him, sort of pro about it.
Well, right, mine would say to people from the ceremony.
Well, all right, there's the sloth. That's laziness. Listen, the couple usually go on honeymoon and lay around after they committed one of the other sins.
I believe the term is liar. You at a beach or something.
I know it's lie around, but I was using it.
Yeah, I see.
All right, we won't go into semantics. It's good. And gluttony, we all like to eat till we're full. We didn't think there'd be no need for diets.
No, I don't think so. I don't think people always eat until they're full. We would always like to live.
Well, then, of course, pride would step in, wouldn't it? And take care of that so we thin ourselves down. We'd be sitting there.
Would it be pride or would it be self-denial?
Self-denial is a sin, I feel. It's not considered a sin.
Are you planning on training a lot of little devils?
Only those that wish to become little devils.
Are you married?
Oh, yes.
Do you have any little devils?
Oh, yes, I have 2.
Are you going to raise them as satanic kids?
Certainly, but not to go around chopping people up or sacrificing human beings. Just to...
That would be the greatest reward of all. If your kid some night would creep in and set fire to you and your lion.
Well, no.
Then dance around with pitchforks and say, look at daddy, look at daddy. Huh? Now, if you sleep with your lion, where does Mrs. Devil sleep?
She sleeps with the lion, too. See, not between us, though. The lion's on one side.
Makes for a nice group.
I don't believe in separating church and state.
There's some people in the dock who'd like to speak to you. We'll be going through the dock and the devil, I believe, once. State your name, sir.
Yes, my name is Jim Joshua.
Do you drop in for some devil food cake or what?
No, we're... first of all, how do I address you?
Well, you can call me Mr., Reverend, Anton, by my first name, whatever.
I'll state the Mr. First of all, I'll say one thing. You have a lot of followers. And you're right.
Oh, yes.
You're right about the devil being a god, because the Bible clearly states that the devil is the god of this world, and he's also the prince of the power of the air. So I dispute you on this matter. Well, my only
picking up a new recruit here?
My only question is this question basically about that. Personally, I don't think it's a funny matter, whether you're really sincere in what you believe or whether you are just doing this to gain followers. I mean, it's a pretty serious thing. First of all, everyone dies physically, but you're right. Again, everyone does not die spiritually. And I'd just like to ask you, what do you think is the concept of God? What is your concept of God? What does God do? Is he, in other words, we visualize God as being the ruler of everything that is good and proper. In other words, his attributes are love and his almightiness, omnipotence, omnipresence, and so forth. And, of course, we recognize that God has given to this world many wonderful things. Just look at all as far as painting and the literature that's inspired by God. The tremendous things that you see all over the world that God has inspired through literature and music and art. What has the devil given to this world along the lines of what we consider as good and proper and just?
Yeah, what have you done lately?
Well, certainly you're right. The concept of God has given the world much beautiful music, many beautiful works of art, and certainly I feel God exists. But the name for God, of course, is different for many different people. And I feel that God is that force. Whatever God one chooses to pray to or to command, in the case of Satanism, rather than pray, I feel whatever God exists should be the God that carries a person along, that carries them through, that makes them a better person, that makes them live a better life, and naturally a more pleasant life. So, and I feel that you have to be kind to yourself, indulgent to yourself before you know what it's like to be kind to others.
True. Now, you brought up one thing about pride. Now, do you think this is a bad thing?
No, I think pride is a very good thing.
I understand you like sin, you see.
These things are all euphemisms for, I feel, rules that are ensured to be broken by the church.
Listen, when your wife crawls over that line to say good morning to you, does she refer to you as Beelzebub, or how does she address you?
Depends on what mood she happens to be in.
Is she also a satanic type?
Oh, yes.
She approves of all of this?
Certainly. She wouldn't be around if she didn't.
And how do you make your living?
As a counselor, sorcerer, practicing wizard, shaman, warlock, whatever you should call it.
You're also a male witch or warlock?
Well, a male witch is considered a warlock.
You claim to be a witch, then?
A male witch. Certainly, but not a white witch, not like some of these people who have been on various shows that bend over backwards trying to convince everyone how good they are. They never perform black magic, only white magic. I think
Did they make that man disappear out of the dock?
Out of the dock? Why should I want to?
Well, because we have somebody else coming up.
Of course I can't make him disappear, because I am naturally cast in the mold of a human being, and I think this is...
It might be less human and more Mephistophelian to me.
Thank you, sir.
I call him a devil's compliment. Yeah. Would you state your name, please?
Andy Tennyson. Now, I think you asked him what I want to know. How do you make your living?
I make my living as any other minister does, by the people that come to my congregations, my lecture groups. I do lecture on various occult subjects. It isn't all Satanism. I lecture on voodoo, West Indian magic, African magic, Norse magic, and also try to help people with various problems, enlighten them on these concepts of magic, folklore, and offbeat religions. This is how I got involved in this as a religion.
Does it pay well?
It pays the bills.
It's like a pretty cheap suit you wear.
It's not even a suit.
No, come to think of it, the jacket doesn't match the trousers.
It's pretty much the same as yours.
I doubt it. I never knew they put on burlap bags before.
Well, no, this isn't the...
You're wearing boots, too, aren't
That's
you?
right. These are the same kind of boots that motorcycle.
Did you come here on
This makes me a
motorcycle?
sadist, too. Huh?
Are you a sadist also?
Oh, yes.
Are you also a masochist?
Well, a little bit. Maybe that's why I'm here.
Any other questions?
Well, I'd like to know if this actually substantiates your house, your expenses. You have 2 children. How can you live on the people that support you? They must have to give you an awful lot of money.
Not really, because after all, if a person is conducting themselves in any kind of business, it doesn't have to mean that they're taking $100 or $200 or $500 from each person. My fees are I feel reasonable for my private
You picture your kids filling out a form for school. What did your father do? He was a bald-headed devil.
Red Feather 1
Thank you.
said, anti-smoking PSA https://udo.be/jhn-f_OIVXS.
Well, the bed is not made for the lion. The lion sleeps next to the bed, at the foot of the bed.
How's that for a what's going? I thought I had to do with a karate monkey.
But doesn't it kind of shake your wife up being so close to the line like that?
No, it's a rather secure feeling. You know, there's never any problem with prowess and purpose.
Yeah, but they haven't known to turn on you then.
Well, he's chained, so he can only go so far.
Red Feather 1 said, buy war bonds https://udo.be/a9zzrcfqf60.
there were secret societies that were involved in founding this.
In my earliest days of evocation, I came to the understanding that communication with spirits would be one-directional, at least until my ability to see and hear spirits was developed. I'd call out to them using barbarous tongues, putting all of my will and trust in their coming, and they would come.
I could always feel the shift in the room when they arrived, and sometimes
Eric Falms
I could even
said,
see vague
station to station.
outlines of the spirits faded in with the shadows in the night. Once the request to the spirit was spoken, my intuition alone guided me. An internal
Red Feather 1
feeling of peace
said, Sounds of Safety https://udo.be/r6 of QWX_NPO.
desire to the spirit acted as heralds of the spirit's acceptance of the task. If instead anxiety overtook me and doubt and fear came into me, this would be taken as a clear sign of a problem, at which point I'd have no other choice than to retreat and to try again. Of course, as soon as I learned how to communicate with spirits, that all changed. This is why spirit communication is so vital to your ascent. And this is why I teach exact methods of making real contact.
Make sure to watch The Cringe Factory tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel.
Whether you're planning your first evocation or if you're a seasoned adept, the Mastering Evocation course is guaranteed to open doorways in your practice that you never even knew were there. Start watching it at becomealivingGod.com/masteringevocation.
Red Feather 1 said, Domestic Violence Prevention https://udo.be/2bkukodepot. Red Feather 1 said, Dead air.
Shark Drive!
Victor Rand said, You'll be seeing a metal version of Dare to Be Stupid very soon. Red Feather 1 said, What the fuck was that?
carbon monoxide. These are just a few of the 7,000
Red Feather 1 said, "Is it zombies?"
that can be traced from cigarettes, tobacco.
Eric Falms said, "Floyd
Are expected to rise.
Yes, the purchase of war bonds has become the most important objective in the life of Jeb Krieger and millions of other Americans who are now investing at least 10% or more of their total incomes in war bonds and stamps. 10% or more of your income invested in war bonds and stamps is your personal quota. Put your fighting dollars out there on the battlefront beside our fighting men. Join a payroll savings plan where you work and pledge yourself to top that 10% today. This is Larry Elliott speaking. This is your country.
This is the sound of safety.
911 call center.
Hi, yeah, I want to report an impaired driver. There's a car swerving all over the road. I'm on Highway 8.
The police want citizens to call 911 to report impaired drivers, because keeping them off the road is everyone's responsibility. If you suspect an impaired driver, pull over, call 911, and save someone's life.
Change for the better.
Mad Canada, helping the victim, stopping the crime. This is the sound of safety. It's a vehicle alcohol interlock. It measures alcohol in a driver's breath.
Victor Rand
If it finds any, the car won't start.
WTF is the shirtless moon doing walking around a lot with a bottle of Soko.
And we believe people convicted of impaired driving should have an alcohol interlock in their cars. Yes, it's an inconvenience, but death is final. Mad Canada, helping the victim, stopping the crime.
He's gonna need to leave in about 1 cog smoke.
And then
I don't think he's gonna make it.
when you drive
Eric Falls
there's a price we all pay. Emergency response costs,
https://www.youtube.com/watch?b=sign_VTMX rap T.
But the victims of impaired driving pay the biggest price. Mad Canada, helping the victim, stopping the crime. Is this the sound of a car being driven by an impaired driver? You don't know. The police don't know. Until this happens. At Mad Canada, we work to stop road crashes caused by impaired driving. And when tragedy strikes, we work to comfort and assist the victims. Support Mad Canada's work, because the pain never stops.
Change for the better.
Mad Canada, helping the victim, stopping the crime. This is the sound of a decision. The choice to drink alcohol and then drive a car. If you kill someone while driving impaired, you should face a long term in jail. That's a deterrent. But too many get off easy. That's a disgrace.
Red Feather 1
At Mad Canada, we believe the victims of impaired
LMAO, if
driving
someone tuned
deserve
in with
respect.
epilepsy, they
Offenders
would be punished.
deserve jail. Mad Canada, helping the victim, stopping the crime.
Today's focus is on how to eliminate self-sabotage. You know, when I talk to people about succeeding in their lives, really making their goals and dreams a reality, invariably they say, you know, I really go for it, but I just somehow manage to screw things up for myself. Just when I'm about to really make things happen, all of a sudden, I don't show up for a key meeting, or I say the wrong thing, or I treat somebody mean, or I just don't follow through, and I don't understand it. I don't know why I keep sabotaging myself in this way. Hey, sabotage only comes for one reason, and we've said this over and over again, and we're going to keep saying it because it is the foundation to understanding human behavior. If you're sabotaging yourself, it means you're stopping yourself from following through, right? Why would you do that? Take a wild guess. because you associate more pain to following through. You're sabotaging
Red Feather
yourself. There's a way of stopping yourself from doing
is that the flex tape
on
guy?
some level is going to create a lot of pain in your life. Now, some people think succeeding is going to create pain. It's going to make sure they feel alone or separate from other people. Remember we've talked about this?
Eric
so
Falls
as they start to get close to succeeding,
said,
whammo, they sabotage.
Tony Robbins.
Why? Because their brain notices that, hey, the more I succeed,
Eric Falls
people around me don't seem to get too jazzed about it.
The giant guy with a million teeth.
Gosh, let me talk to you. How's it going? But when they succeed, they go, oh, yeah, easy for you, buddy. Well, with that kind of conditioning, no wonder people sabotage. We've got to take control back. And the way we take control back, again, as we've done over the last 2 tapes of
Red Feather 1
is to
said,
change our association.
oh yeah, I know him, just didn't recognize the voice.
Another point that I think is equally, maybe even more important. That is
Make sure to watch The Cringe Factory tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on this channel.
Are you sabotaging your success, or are you just doing stupid things? And what I mean by that is, not everything you do that takes away from your possibility of succeeding as a result of self-sabotage. Sometimes you just make poor decisions. And you don't want to start making up in your head that there's this giant pattern dominating your life, and a lot of people do that. For example, this woman in a seminar recently stood up and she said, well, gosh, I just sabotage myself all the time. I said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, you know, like the other day, she said, I was late for work for the 2nd time. I said, well, what does that mean? She goes, well, I was late and that screws things up. I must be sabotaging myself. I said, well, maybe you just got caught up in what you were doing. She goes, no, I think I sabotaged myself. I said, well, why else? She said, well, because not only was I late, but also I forgot some of my things at home.
Eric Falls.
I wasn't just late. I left my books at home, so I couldn't.
Did the slow guy just say station LOL?
I said, well, how often does this happen? She goes, well, I don't know, maybe once or twice a month. I said, well, maybe, ma'am, you're not self-sabotaging. Maybe you're just not paying attention. And so be careful about generating this as a generalization in your mind. Does that make sense? Don't get caught up in creating a belief system when maybe something's not there. On the other hand, if you do have a pattern, realize that any pattern you have, including self-sabotage, still comes back.
Make sure to watch The Cringe Factory tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on this station.
Anything we do for a positive intent. For example, if you smoke cigarettes, you're not
Red Feather 1
cancer in your body
said,
and destroy yourself. That's
people
not
probably think this is what The Cringe Factory is.
Your brain long ago linked up, hey, if I'm bored,
Red Feather
or if
1
I'm frustrated, or if I'm
said,
feeling some kind
I guess they aren't far off face with
sort,
tears of joy.
But this is a way to distract myself. This is literally a way to get rid of the pain and create some pleasure. That's what your brain has learned to do. So the intent of smoking is not to try and sabotage you. The sabotage, the physical sabotage that obviously cigarettes create for us, is not about creating sabotage. It's about creating pleasure and avoiding pain. You follow me? We do the same thing with alcohol. We do the same thing if you use drugs. You do the same thing if you watch TV too much. You do the same thing if you don't show up for meetings. There is always a positive intent. Your brain is trying to do something that's good for you in the form of avoiding pain and getting pleasure. So what's the challenge? Well, the challenge is
Red Feather
in our
1
lives, we
said,
many times
there's a video playing and 3 guys talking over it and each other.
You've heard me talk about so much in these tapes, where we have mixed neuroassociations, where we sabotage a relationship. Why? Because on the one side, remember, we've linked pleasure. If I get a relationship that's going to be so great, all this person
Red Feather 1
and I can be with this person
said,
and we can share so much
and of course a hilarious chat face with tears of joy. Eric Falls
So our brain
said,
fries.
it's like the Adult Swim infomercials.
And all of a sudden our brain goes, uh-oh, but that might mean pain. And also we get these mixed sensations where our brain doesn't know, is it going to mean pain or is it going to mean pleasure? When our brain doesn't know, it stops everything. It tries to stop the process of progress. Does that make sense? I'll give you a classic example. I was reading in a book of an example of how our associations can drive us crazy. And what it talked about was an experiment that was done with rhesus monkeys where they put them in a special cage. And what they do is, in the cage, they put red, yellow, and green squares. Well, after several days, the experimenter set it up so that the red squares in the cage gave off intermittent shocks that would cause the monkey immediate pain. Well, you can imagine the monkey became pretty anxious and pretty soon learned to avoid the red squares at almost any cost. Well, next, the experimenter caused the red and the yellow squares to give off intermittent shocks, and the monkey began to act as if he was a manic depressive. Why? Because no matter where he went, he seemed to get pain. No matter what he tried. He tried what he thought would work, tried what he didn't work, he got pain. He started alternating between hyper-anxiety and depression and withdrawal. The monkey soon learned to avoid the red and the yellow squares.
Jolly Rogers Bilgewater said, "This is indeed maximum cringe. Am satisfied." Eric Falls said, "Is that Yoko Ono?"
That's a horrible example. I have absolute that kind of abuse of animals or
nobody quite knows.
But what I also
Eric
want to point out
Falls
is that this is exactly what some people do to each
JRB.
other. This is exactly
Yes,
what some
it is,
people in their own
Eric.
head. Some people create this experimental cage in their brain where they literally begin to link pain to everything in life. We are the ones that create the
Red Feather
connections. So
One
we're the ones that establish the
said,
shots.
Eric,
No
I
matter
think
what
it's those
happens in
cats
your life,
again.
What you associate to things is your choice. At least after this program,
Red Feather
you
One
don't have to be at the effect.
said,
If you
Yo
notice
Jolly
if you begin
Mom
to wire to relationships a red square called pain, you can get rid of it. Because you
The
can
Cringe
know that
Factory
is a generalization. Not
said,
all relationships equal
I have
pain.
5 videos
And so
playing
you've got to
simultaneously.
eliminate those negative associations.
Jolly Rogers
Otherwise, you
Bilgewater
create your own experimental box
said,
and you pay the ultimate price.
Hey Eric,
That never
Red.
needs to happen to you. You have the skills in this program. And if you're not sure about them, listen to a tape again and apply them. You can take those experiences that were painful and use the erasure technique and destroy it. So you don't ever associate pain again to a relationship. Maybe you can even get it where it's so much
Jolly
easier.
Rogers
Or you
Bilgewater
at least learn something.
said,
Or you can ask yourself better
that's
questions.
what it is.
And say, okay, it may have felt painful then, but that was only one relationship, and what did I learn so I won't have pain in the future? It's not all red squares are painful. If that one was, and what can I learn from it so the next red square is pleasurable? Or so I can rewire the red square so it's...
Jolly Rogers Bilgewater
I just finished doing a
said,
date with Destiny.
no wonder I'm having middle school flashbacks.
And the interesting thing happened is a man walked up to me and he said,
as being a representative figure of this dreadful disease, and one of the things they love to do is to tell stories about what they got up to.
Red Feather One
what am I doing?
said, Abdukijl Naprska Guxi NZ.
But it is a tragic disease and a dreadful one.
The last few years I've been working very hard
Ha 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 ha.
Well,
getting out of your body.
no, I can't say that I've
Yes.
beaten it because
So what do you mean? He said, well, in the last 6 months, I've been in 3 car accidents.
broke me a short.
I said, well,
That
that's great.
didn't work.
He said, and you know what else? I said, what? He said, I've been in the hospital 4 or 5 times for fainting spells. I've also fallen off a ladder, and I also fell when I was exercising. I said, well,
And he used the
I said, how do you know that
analogy
you try to get out of your
boxing.
body? I said, I don't agree. He said, what do you
You're
mean?
always
I said,
fighting.
listen, if you wanted to get out of your body, you would have pulled that off a long time ago. I mean, that's
Jolly
pretty
Rogers
easy.
Bilgewater
He's a good guy.
said, we could all make this worse by spamming WS.
But one of these days,
Red Feather One said,
Obviously, this
haha WTF.
has a positive
Eric
intent.
Falls
What is it you're trying to get
said,
out of this behavior?
it said it as a
Well, I
word
don't know. I
LOL.
thought you did know. He said, I don't know, I guess maybe I just want to know that people
that
love me.
boxing for yet another day, and so for the rest of your
I
life,
realize that. Just
you're stuck with that shadowy
See,
figure.
people don't sabotage you.
Always,
The bottom line is,
and there's
you
every
want to feel love.
conceivable
I bet
excuse.
this life
Eric
we
Falls
talked about with you earlier in the
said, A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y Z.
all of a sudden is making love to him. I said, long time ago, I told him that story, and I said, a long time ago, you obviously linked up that if you get yourself hurt and get in the hospital, especially, you got these people that come and tell you how much they love you and be with you and be worried about you. I'm going to tell you something. That isn't love.
Exaggeration
That's
whatsoever.
obligation.
I'm very easily dead.
Look at me kind of funny. I said, that's what it is. It's obligation. It's pain.
When I played Equus,
They don't want to come
New
home.
York, 4
They
years.
feel like they have to and they're guilty.
Red Feather One
It was the first time in my
said,
life I'd ever been on stage.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. Red Feather One said, musical notes.
This thing will not say what I want. 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 want. This thing will not say what I 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 want. This thing will not say what